All right, welcome back. Some of you might be wondering, what is the progress on the dually? Why are there so many chairs over here? I don't I don't know. I'm so tired. I am just ramped up on honey roasted peanuts and M&Ms and whatever else caffeine I could fit into my body today. So we are 100% rolling. I'm sorry for the motion. I'm trying to move all these chairs because I have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm eyeballing all of it. That's all I've been doing the entire way through this. I got the C channel for this. I don't know. I think I was figuring on bracing it, squaring it out after I got done with at least the initial part. I just wanted to move it. So I was going to get some more C channel, but it's neither here nor there. That will be taken care of eventually. And, you know, I could go through and put a little bit of a groove in all of these and chamfer it. And I'm not going to because I'm already tired of today. I burnt through 2 blades. My buddy brought me a $150 Milwaukee carbon tip, diamond tip, whatever it is, metal saw blade, and I cut through exactly one of these. I think I cut through that one, and then I got about just a little bit of the way through this one. Also broke. So, yeah, the abrasive ones wouldn't cut through it. I don't know if it's because it's just really thick hot rolled. I do not have a bandsaw. Bonanza's whining because she needs out. Yeah, so I'm about to tack weld this and at least just get it tacked, and I've been kind of eyeballing one side to the other. This is about the extent of what I have been doing here, trying to get this level, and it looks like, hold on, oh, that's not changing anything. Bonanza, you're not helping, get out of here. Actually, that's pretty good. It's easier to tell from this side. All of the stuff in the background makes that pretty difficult. Hold on. Okay, let's see where we're at here. I think I could... No, that's about dead nose on. It's hard to tell with the camera, but from where I'm at, it looks pretty good. I might bump it up just a touch. That's enough. Where's that at? Yeah, perfect. Bonanza, come here. You need outside. Guess who peed in the shop? You'll never guess. It was, not Bonanza. Actually, it was Bonanza. You going outside? You really go. Come on. Dad's got work to do. Okay, we're gonna set this up and let you all enjoy watching me struggle for a little bit. We're gonna see what we can come up with on here. This is not very oh. There we go. There we go. Cool. Cool. All right. Now, we're going to do some welding. And I have a nice new welding mask that doesn't really do anything. So I'm pretty excited for that. It's not every day you get something to happen that nicely, but it did. I think we need a little less wire speed and just a little bit more voltage. And we're going to do a little turning and burning on here with some oil-soaked gloves because I have an array. I have a bunch of nice welding gloves in here, but to be honest, I hate welding gloves. They're one of my least favorite things in the world. They're not comfortable. Takes all of your dexterity away. I know you can get nice welding gloves. I have had them, and you know what happened to them? I burnt through them. Imagine that. So, my hands are replaceable. expensive gloves or not. So that's what we're going with today. And the gas solenoid sticks on this. So when you hear it continuously running, it's been like that for like 30 years. Not quite. 6. Oh, that sounds terrible. We have to turn it back down a little bit. This welding shield does nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is the least protective welding shield I've ever used in my life. I am super unimpressed. I'm not going to tell you the brand because I don't want to get sued. I don't think you can get sued, can you? OEM tools. Imagine that. Ah. I have this thing on the darkest brightness, and it is, what is it, the little after vision thingies that you see after you get done looking at a weld without a mask? I'm getting those, and it is in fact on the highest setting. I'll show you. Hold on. I'll bring my phone over here. I'll give you a little sneak peek on one of these welds. I think that's you know what, that's a bad idea. I'm not going to be able to hold this mask up. Never mind. Some things are best left unspoken. If you're wondering what seems wrong with me, I'm really sleep deprived. I've been working like crazy because it's been super cold out. It's been like 1 degree outside this entire week. So I figured I'm gonna stay inside, work, get all of my stuff moved. As you all know, I am a hoarder. So I figured I'd get as much stuff out of here as possible. I'm really excited. I'm in a good mood. I haven't been in this good of a mood for a while, past my sleep deprivation. Funny enough, it turns out that we get to keep this shop. The owners were going to put in a truck stop. They are no longer going to put in a truck stop, so they're not going to tear this building down, which means that I get to keep my dyno in here and I don't have to move everything to the farm now. Doesn't mean I'm not going to in the long run. I'm gonna start taking steps to get there. Just wanted to make sure everything's all kosher. Start taking steps to get there so that I don't have to rush to move everything in the future. It might be 15 years, it might be 20 years. It's probably going to be whenever my parents move off of the farm, so hopefully as long as possible, because I want to see their health as good as possible for as long as possible, of course. So we're going to see where we end up at, and hopefully it all works, and we'll see how it goes. But how's this look? I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to move this welder, put my gloves on. First I'm going to find the dog. Hold please. Come here! Come on! Let's go! Yep! Yep! Come on, big dog! Come on! Come on, get in there! Come on! Yeah. Sounds nice. Sounds nice, sweetie. What? What are you looking at? Okay. This isn't the most accurate way of doing things, but it works. And for what this truck is going to be, I wasn't concerned about like a millimeter here, a millimeter there. Bonanza, do not walk under this. Come here. Go over here. You're going back in the back room. Come on. No, hey, 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 come here. Come here. Back here. Come on. Come on. Come on, get in here. Hold on. I'll show you guys the secret. Oh, got your attention now. Ooh, all right. She's racing me in there. Come on. I'm finally going through and organizing this place. It's terrible. Don't look at it. I'll do it all when I move to the other side of the shop. Me and Zach are going to switch sides because that side has an office. He doesn't need an office. He needs storage. This side has storage. I need an office. And I'm going to try to see if they will let me put some doors in the back for ventilation because I'm tired of carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon dioxide, I think. One or the other. I failed chemistry like 3 times. So, good at fuel mixtures though. It's always good in lab. This is what I ended up doing here. Just clamped that bar on there. Make sure it holds everything straight. That's on a weld, so it's probably not the straightest thing in the world. But let's take a look here. These right here, don't look at those. Those were here for a very long time. That looks pretty good. This one, let me take this off. Hold on. Oh. Take my clamps off. Try not to smash my fingers. I smashed 3 fingers this week. That's actually a life skill. I was taught that very early on, that smashing your fingers is one of the best things that you can do for your mental health. And I have stuck to that. And you know what? I have been reaping the rewards ever since. Okay. I didn't get too serious. Oh yeah, that looks, oh, I can adjust it a little bit, but it's not too bad. I'm going to make some equal length bars to go to kind of stabilize this, of course, because it needs cross members. There are no cross members here whatsoever, but this looks pretty good. It looks like this needs to come a little bit like that, but once again, there are no cross members in here. So once we get some cross members back in, we should be okay. Those welds put the top in a little bit, but it looks like they both got put in the same amount like this. So that's pretty good. I'm not mad about that. Let's see how this looks. Oh, okay. Gloves. I always wear gloves. That's how I keep these nice lady hands that I have. Always get can I swear? I can't swear. I always get flack from all of my friends about my hands because they're not all calloused. I spend most of the day on the computer. I can't help that. I'm not just gonna like be, I used to all the time. I worked in a diesel shop. I worked on heavy trucks. I did all of the crap work, like the worst work there, and it sucked. And I can barely like grip things anymore. I don't know if you can get carpal tunnel when you're 29. I think I'm 29, but if you can, chances are I have it. axle back about another foot. There's a joke about a foot, but I'm not going to say it because that's PG-13. Okay, let's see where this puts us at. Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of clearance. That might be too much. We might have overshot it a little bit here. No. It'll be okay. I don't think I really want to drive it around any higher than that. Let's see how it looks when I drop it down. It's a lot. Let's stick it on the running boards. Where are we at when we hit the running boards? Oh, we touched the axle on the running boards. So, ooh, that's just right. Okay, so if we sit it down on the axle, not quite. I don't want to bend that. I set it down way too hard. We are just touching up here. And once I get a shorter tire, I'm not going to try to fit these. I've got some 16s that came off of it originally. I'll have 16s up front, 19.5s in the back. But might have to move this a little bit forward. It depends on how I do the spring perches. I could put the springs in front. Maybe I'll do that. I think do you gain or lose? I think you lose a little leverage, but you gain travel if you put the springs in the front. Yeah, because if you put them in the back, you have less length, but if you put them up front, you have more length, but you lose leverage on it. So we're not going to be hauling anything heavy with this at all. Don't worry about that. This is literally just race truck. That's all it's going to be. But that looks pretty sweet. Then I will mount the 4-link bars here or wherever they may fit. Might have to, I don't know if I want to mount them to that. I might have to move that axle a little bit farther forward. Let me go grab those bars because I don't want to run like super long bars. I also don't mean for that to be there. That's just kind of there. It's just I'm working on this truck in this part of the shop. So don't think I'm like trying to subtly advertise that. Everyone knows where we are. Look at these things, how overbuilt this is. That is, that's some tubing right there. That's got some girth to it. Well, you know, I think we're about perfect. I might have to move it a little farther forward to get it kind of on the wider part of the frame. I have to see how long and tall the mounts are. And if I can get away with not having that much frame with where the mounts are. And the ends on each end are going to put a little bit more length to it. But I think that'll be about perfect because the factory axles on these are not nearly this far back. I don't actually remember where it was. I threw the rest of the frame away. It's in the junkyard somewhere. And I think, come to think of it, I think when I measured out this C-channel right here, I don't pay very much attention on my own projects. When I get on other people's cars, like I'm like down to the 10,000th of an inch on things like this, not 100,000. But on my own stuff, I'm just like in a hurry. Let's get it moved. I need it out of here. I'm tired of it taking up space. I'm just going to order whatever I think is right. I probably measured off the far back of the frame. But this is so thick of C-channel, I don't think I'm going to have any issue whatsoever. This is actually pretty huge. So I think we'll be okay. And then the other plan is I'm going to take some plate, and on that plate I'm going to box that in and box this in on the inside and outside of it. And I think that should get us pretty solid, especially if I do a couple more cross braces and everything. I don't think I'll have any issues. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and put them in the comments, but I think I'm going to end this video for now. I wanted to try doing a video in one take, and I apologize if I rambled a little bit, but that's just kind of the nature of how my brain works someday. But let me back up a little bit so we can see what's going on here. I really like how this is turning out. Yeah, that's way longer. This thing is school bus status now. That's a long truck. Hold on. I have to get pretty far away to fit it all in one picture. Yeah. Sweet. All right, until next time. Thanks, guys.